When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside, gotta be a man, it don't help to hide. Bam, 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 na, na. If you hurt my friends, then you hurt my pride. I gotta be a man, I can't let it slide. I am a real American. Everybody now, fight for the rights of every man. I am a real American. What? Fight for the right. Fight for the right. Yeah. Everybody now. All right. Holy shit. Holy shit. You guys. The world stage script writers are watching me. Hi, world stage script writers. Are you gonna steal more of my shit? Please do. And then don't give me any credit afterwards. I'll go ahead and give credit to myself. Thanks, guys. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Anyone know why I would start my stream like that? All right. The world is a lie coming in with the first super chisnet of the night. Says if you mess with Trump, you mess with me, bro. So the last time we did this live streaming thing, I made fun of Kid Rock because of his lame pro wrestling promo. And then I even made a video out of that. And then I went on to do an impression of Hulk Hogan, endorsing Trump, and Macho Man Randy Savage, endorsing Trump. Days later, I find out, oh, Hulk Hogan is endorsing Trump, and he's using the words Trumpomaniac, or excuse me, Trumpomania, which I created in my impression of Hulk Hogan. I'm going to show all of it. So I'm like, holy shit, Hulk Hogan is using Trumpomania. And then Hulk Hogan goes on to quickly do an impression of Macho Man and bring up Macho Man. Like, is this happening? Yes, it's happening. But you know what people are going to say? Shut up. It's just a coincidence. You're not special. Pfft. Everyone predicted that he was going to do that. So shh, whatever, Jake. That's what happens if I'm like, look, I did an impression of Hulk Hogan and I was the one who created Trumpomania. And then he said Trumpomania like 4 or 5 days later. Isn't that weird? People are like, so what? Everyone and their mama knew that that was going to happen. My mom predicted the same thing. Shut up, you're not special. That's what happens. So no matter what I do, no matter what bit they steal, no matter what I predict, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. That's what I learned. So all this shit I'm going to show you tonight, guess it doesn't matter. That'll be up for you to decide whether it matters or not. I think it matters, which is why I'm going to keep on doing this. Hi guys, I'm back. How are you guys? You guys doing good? We all doing good tonight? Oh, forgot to text a few of my mods that I'm going to go live tonight. Let me do that. Going live right now. Bing. All right. So we're back. Yeah. Too early. Too early. We'll get to that later. We'll save Land on the Moon for like the for the possible encore. It's too early for that. Cherry Dr. Pepper 7 says that's an amazing coincidence regarding Hulk Hogan. I am giving you full credit. Well, guess what? I'm going to show, we're going to watch Hulk's entire speech because he does like 10 minutes, which is pretty crazy. That's a long speech. So there's plenty of other stuff that he said. But Trump Mania, and then him talking about Macho Man out of nowhere, and then doing his own Macho Man impression, like, oh wow, okay. You'll see some of the similarities. So tonight I'm going to go over the possibilities of, like, okay, Hulk stole my shit, the scriptwriter stole my shit, or the Matrix stole my shit, or total coinkydink. Those are our options tonight. It's going to be fun. And then after that, we can just do a free-for-all discussion about whatever topics you guys want. How does that sound tonight? Thank you, Cherry Dr. Pepper 7, for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. So without further ado, let's start the show. First, I think we should pull up my impression. Show that first, because I was the one who did it first. So let's pull up me doing the impression of Hulk Hogan, which many of you have already seen. I just want to get it out there on record. Shit. Where did my video go? 1 minute. Thought I had it all lined up, but I don't, apparently. Okay, here we go. Do when. All right. Sorry, guys, had to get everything all lined up perfectly. Okay, so right here, I do my impression of Donald Trump, and this is from my last live stream that I did last week, before I even heard that I didn't even know Hulk Hogan was going to be on the Republican convention. Somebody sent a donation and wanted me to do this impression. So I did this impression because I got a donation and it said Hulk Hogan as Donald Duck supporter, right? So somebody sent me a comedic suggestion, and then I just made this up off the top of my head.
You don't stand and support Trump, my brother, then you can't be a part of the Hulkamania camp any longer, brother. And what you gonna do when Trumpamania and Hulkamania run wild on you? Ooh, let me tell you something. If you think that you can mess with Trump, then you're gonna be messing with the Macho Man. Oh yeah. And if you think that you can mess with my Messiah, Donnie Trump, then you can step into a Slim Jim. Oh yeah. Because now you're messing with the Macho Man.
There you go. That's right. If If you mess with Trump, you mess with the Hulkster, you mess with Macho Man. So there you go. You guys, I did that in my last live stream. All right. I came up with Trumpamania and I did a Macho Man impression. Both of them endorsing Trump as a comedic suggestion from one of you guys, Jason G from Canada, coming in with this suggestion. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done that impression. Detector Hunt says, I think Hogan did a line or two last night, just like old times. Yeah, he got fired up, but the crowd went crazy. I'm going to get to all that. Thank you, Detector Hunts. I was thinking the same thing. Hogan was on one. He went for it, and he delivered. And the crowd, holy shit, they ate it up, man. All right. So, just showing, let the record show, I came up with Trumpamania running wild, and I also did a Macho Man Randy Savage promo, both endorsing Trump, and it was a comedic suggestion from one of my subscribers. Let the record show, all right, this was from my very last live stream. All right, now, let me go ahead and pull up the Hulk Hogan video. All right. And now we can start. Now we can start the show properly now that I have set the stage that, okay, I created Trumpamania in my last live stream. And then Hulk Hogan does the Republican National Convention. I didn't even know that this was going to happen. So I don't want anyone thinking that, like, oh, I just was figuring that Hulk Hogan was gonna say this or whatever. No, I didn't know Hulk Hogan was gonna be endorsing Trump. This was just a comedic suggestion given out to me, and I just went with it. And I made up Trumpamania on the spot. And then here is Hulk Hogan. Okay, the exact dates, just so everyone's clear. So this happened yesterday, July 18th. And my last live stream, just to get the exact dates. My last live stream is July 15th. Just want to make sure I got everything lined up perfectly so you guys know where this came from. Okay, so July 15th, I do my impression of Hulk Hogan in a live stream, and I made a video of it before Hulk Hogan even endorses Trump. All right. So, are you guys ready? Here we go.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
That's exactly how I started my impression. Now, granted, he says, let me tell you something, brother, quite often, but not every time does Hulk Hogan start his promo like that. So I started mine with, let me tell you something, brother. And he starts his with, let me tell you something, brother. Let the record show.
You know something? When I came here tonight, There was so much energy in this room. I felt maybe I was in Madison Square Garden getting ready to win another world title. Or maybe I thought the vibe was so intense, the energy was so crazy, it felt like maybe I was gonna press that no good stinky giant over my head and slam him through the mat, brother. But what I found out was I was in a room full of real Americans, brother. And at the end of the day, with our leader up there, my hero, that gladiator, we're gonna bring America back together. One real American at a time, brother.
Okay, so the original babyface, good guy Hulk Hogan character in his prime, he didn't call any other man his hero. So it's a big deal for the babyface Hulk Hogan character to claim that some other man is his hero, because Hulk Hogan was the ultimate hero when he was the 1980s babyface, good guy, Hulkamania running wild character. The character who he's trying to be in this promo, he's trying to throw it back like it's the late 80s and he's the Hulkster back in his prime when he was gigantic. And so he's trying to throw back to that character. But Hulk Hogan also played a bad guy, a heel, known as Hollywood Hulk Hogan, where he told all of the Americans and the fans to shove it up their ass because he was now the leader of the New World Order with Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. So this Hulk Hogan character has been both the biggest heel and the biggest babyface, as in good guy. And he's using his babyface promo skills right here. Those of you who watched wrestling growing up back in the 80s and whatnot, that was the Hulk Hogan babyface Hulkamania era. And he's basically just trying to grab on to that nostalgia and wrap it up into his current promo and endorsement of Trump. And guess what? Everyone's like, yes, America, USA, USA. They loved it. They loved it. They fucking eat this up, man.
You know something? I've seen some great tag teams in my time. Hulk Hogan and, ooh yeah, the Macho Man Randy Savage.
Let the record be shown that Hulk Hogan does an impression
Of Macho Man Randy Savage. If you think that you can do a half-assed impression of me and not have the ghost of Randy Savage come back and smite you, well then, Hulkster, you're mighty wrong, because the ghost of Randy fucking Savage has just reemerged through the physical flesh bag, which is known as Jake the Asshole. Ooh, yeah.
Understand? Hulk just did an impression of Randy Savage. And he's throwing up the 666s, y'all. Throwing up the 666s. Let the record be shown. I did an impression of Randy Savage. After I did my impression of Hulk Hogan endorsing Trump, I had Randy Savage endorse Trump. And now here's Hulk fucking Hogan do an impression of Randy Savage out of nowhere for no reason while he's endorsing Trump. What are the odds? I'd say pretty fucking incredible, right? This big coinky dink. Wow. Imagine being me and waking up to this. Okay, IA says, why is the average pregnancy and the average cost of bottom surgeries the same at 30,000 if we have given birth since ever? Why is the new thing equal? Bro, you ask me questions that I don't even have any way to answer. Like, I don't know where you got those numbers. I don't know how to tell you if those numbers are good or true or not. And then you asking me, like, dude, I'm an online comedian, truther guy. I have no way of knowing that. So just letting you know, I appreciate the super chats, but bro, everything in your question has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, and I have no way to answer it. Thank you. Sorry. Drive through. Anyway, so getting back to Hulk Hogan stealing my shit, it seems like. I mean, right? I mean, and he does it while doing this little symbol right here.
You know something? I've seen some great tag teams in my time. You know something? I've seen
Devil horns.
some great tag teams
666
in my time. Hulk Hogan and ooh yeah, the Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah. Why would he need to bring that up while endorsing Trump? Do you guys remember back when Hulkster and Macho Man said they were going to bring those Twin Towers and bring them a crumbling down?
You're gonna see the Twin Towers come crumbling down. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Back in the late 80s, Hulkster and Macho Man talked all about how you're going to see the Twin Towers come a crumbling down. Is it a coincidence? Is it the same coincidence that Hulk Hogan's stealing my shit while throwing up signs? I don't know. Probably a coincidence that Hulk Hogan and Macho Man talked about the Twin Towers coming a crumbling down back in the late 80s is probably as big of a fucking coincidence as the fact that Hulk Hogan is stealing my shit. Right? Just saying is all.
But you know something? I see the greatest tag team of my life standing upon us, getting ready to straighten this country out for all the real Americans. You know, even though you guys are real Americans, you better get ready. Because when Donald J. Trump becomes the president of the United States, all the real Americans are going to be nicknamed Trumpites. Because
you're all nicknamed Trumpites. Now, this is original shit. I did not come up with Trumpites. That's original. So there's lots of stuff in here I did not come up with. I'm not trying to take credit for his whole damn 9.5 minutes. There's a lot of funky shit in here when you go back and listen. Like, did he say Donald Dick J. Trump? Like, I think he slipped up and Donald Dick J. Trump or something. Let me make sure he said that.
the real Americans, you better get ready. Because when Donald Dick J. Trump
right? Okay.
becomes the president of the United States, all the real Americans are going to be nicknamed Trumpites because all the Trumpites are going to be running wild for 4 years. So with the power of Donald J. Trump and all the Trumpites running wild, America is going to get back on track. And like Donald J. Trump said, America is going to be great again.
Okay, so far the crowd is eating this shit up. They're like, yes, we are Trumpites. Yes, Hulk Hogan, we love Trump. Uh-huh. Yes, Hulk Hogan, we know. Oh, like so far the crowd fucking loves this. Like they have been transported back to the 1980s, and Hulk Hogan has just slammed Andre the Giant. Oh, he's gonna bring that up, believe it or not. Yeah. And they're like, yay, we love Hulk Hogan and Trump, America, USA. It's like, guys, I've brought up how politics are as fake as wrestling. And you know what people say? Nuh-uh, you're wrong. You're just a crazy conspiracy theorist. You're just a crazy wacko cuckoo bird. I'm like, yeah, politics is like pro wrestling. Nuh-uh, you're stupid. Hey, get a load of this guy. He thinks politics is like pro wrestling. Get out your tinfoil hat, why don't you? Hey, what do you do for a living? I'm a plumber. This guy fucking thinks that politics is like pro wrestling and that your vote doesn't count. Get out of here. Put on your tinfoil hat, you fucking quacker. Yeah. I'm the crazy cuckoo bird who they fucking steal material from, who tells you politics and pro wrestling is the same thing, brother. And then they're fucking slapping you in the fucking face with it. And people have the goddamn nerve to be like, nuh-uh, no, it's not. Trump's a real good guy. And he's fighting real bad guys. Jake, people are allowed to disagree with you. Jake, I like your stance on the NFL. But I think you're wrong about Trump. He's not a pro wrestler. He's not pretending. He's not acting. Okay? The fact that Hulk Hogan is endorsing him is because Hulk Hogan is a friend of his who just so happens to be a former wrestler. Okay? There's nothing conspiratorial going on here. I mean, am I fucking right? Am I always right about this type of shit? Pretty much always. So it's not a good idea to disagree with me. But Jake, I disagree with you about that. Don't disagree with me. It's a bad idea because I'm fucking right a lot. Especially about this type of shit. I'm so goddamn right they remove my goddamn videos. Understand? Because that's how right I am. So anyone's still thinking, oh, well, I don't know. I'm still on the fence with this whole Trump caboodle. Yeah, you just be on the fence about this while I deliver the facts. All that glitters is old. Bro, so glad you just donated right now because I want to apologize for missing one of your super chats in like 3 streams ago, whatever it was. I missed one of your super chats and I apologize, and I made you a mod as a token of my appreciation. And because I'm sorry for missing your super chat. You sent me like $30 and it went by and I didn't read it. So glad to see you still donating. And sorry about that. And he says, all that glitters is gold, says Vince McMahon is running the whole show and he's watching now. Yeah, I think Vince McMahon is alive and watching me. And he knows that I've called him out as being an imposter, that there's people playing a fake Vince McMahon. So it's like the real Vince McMahon retired and now he's writing script for politics. I think that's what's maybe happening. I don't know. Can't prove it. But that is funny, right? Gah, you guys. And I haven't even got to the best part when he rips off his shirt and says the words Trumpamania. You know, Trumpomania being something I invented last week. So to hear Hulk Hogan say something I invented and then do an impression of Macho Man after I did that, it's pretty wicked, dude. I'm like, okay, Hulk Hogan's watching me and stealing my shit, or the world script writers are watching me and stealing my shit, or the Matrix is stealing my shit and inserting it into these people so they're not guilty of stealing it. The Matrix fucking stole it and inserted it into these evil demons who are actors on the world stage, or it's a coincidence. And politics aren't staged like pro wrestling. That's the other fourth option. And we all know that one ain't the right one. Scott Goriup says, this is a great comedy skit. Isn't it? How hilarious this whole thing is? What other comic do you know does an impression of Hulk Hogan saying Trumpomania, and then the next week Hulk Hogan says fucking Trumpomania, and he's never said that to my knowledge, and then does an impression of Macho Man while throwing up the triple sixes after I just did an impression of those two spot fucking dead on last week? Dude, seriously. Oh, you're just a narcissist. Whatever. Everyone does an impression of Hulk Hogan and Macho Man, and then the next week Macho Man impression is done by Hulk Hogan. That happens to everyone. You're not special, so shut the fuck up, bitch. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I'm not special. I'm gonna go on about my business, acting like nothing ever happened. Hey, I'm gonna pretend like Hulk Hogan didn't steal my shit. Because I'm not special. I was told so by people online. I've been put in my place. Yeah, they're not stealing my shit. It's a big coincidence. All right, we having fun? Some people get it. Some people get it. I hope so. Jonna gets it. All right. Let's continue. He's going to say Trumpomania, the thing that I fucking said before he says it, without me knowing that he was going to fucking be there and do this. Okay.
You know, when I look out and I see all the real Americans, I think about how Donald Trump, his family was compromised. When I look out there and I see Donald Trump, I think about how his business was compromised. But what happened last week when they took a shot at my hero and they tried to kill the next president of the United States? Enough was enough. And I said, let Trumpomania run wild, brother. Let Trumpomania rule again. Let Trumpomania make America great again.
Holy fucking bejesus! They love him more than they love Trump. I think fucking Hulk Hogan should be president. Fuck Trump. I'm with Hogan. Dude, that was like his best promo possibly ever. Holy shit. Did that old grandpa just whip out the 1980s steroided cocaine version of Hulkamania and pull it off and get everyone to accept it and stand and cheer? Yes, that is what's happening. That's what's fucking happening. That's what's happening. Yep. That's what just happened. And it's all for real. Let's read some super chats, shall we? All right. I had one pulled up on screen that was a slightly different topic, but I'll read it. It says, it's weird officials responsible for September 9 oneer are still lording over us and failing, and we keep voting for them and failing. Are we still victims? Well, it seems the people who are ruling over us aren't failing. They seem to be doing a pretty good job of ruling over the slaves that most people are. So I would disagree with you. Even though I appreciate your super chats, I would disagree that I'm not voting. I don't vote. I have never voted. I'm not a registered voter. And a lot of my audience doesn't vote and probably has never voted. And if they have, they don't do it anymore. So you're talking to an audience of mostly non-voters. So your question's not really valid to me. And then it says, are we still victims? Yeah, I was born here. I didn't consent to this bullshit. And, you know, trying to just escape and go to like some other country, well, it eventually finds you because the world stage encompasses the world that we know of. So you can't even run away from this shit, really, unless you want to go like live out in the middle of nowhere and talk to nobody and be a fucking hermit. All right? And I wasn't born to do that. That's not in the cards for me. I don't want to go be a hermit. So yeah, I feel like them pulling this charade and duping me for my whole childhood and many of my adult years until I was smart enough to figure it out. Yeah, still kind of pisses me off. Kind of why I still do this. So that I can break the spell for other people. Well, thank you, IA. J Max says, thanks for the excellent work. Yes, it's all scripted and so obvious from John and Carl in Sacramento. Thank you very much. Yes, I'm also in the Sacramento area. So imagine telling people straight face without me doing any of the comedy bits, just straight face. Yeah, politics is a lot like the WWE, like pro wrestling and politics. So just take away the guys pretending to fight in their underwear and it's basically the same thing. And people will be like, oh, you're wrong. That's just crazy. That's like a conspiracy theory. Get out your tinfoil hat. And then literally you have Hulk Hogan being like,
what you gonna do, brother, when Hulkamania and Trumpamania run wild on you? And everyone's like,
USA, USA. And I'm like, see? See how I'm proven right? No, I don't see how you're proven right, Jake. You're still a crazy conspiracy theorist. And nothing that has happened has proven you right. That's how it goes. That's my life. All right. Looks like Colin P's coming in with a generous donation like usual. Colin P says, what up, Jake? Oh, you know, same old shit that I've been telling people for like, I don't know, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, whatever it is. I've been telling people how fake this shit is. Oh, well, you think everything is fake. Yeah, and I'm pretty much fucking right all the time. Gotta love those ones. But you think everything is fake. Yeah, you know, like this scripted fucking promo cut by Hulk Hogan where he steals some of my shit. Yeah, I do. I think it's fake. Hi, Colin. Thank you for donating. I appreciate it, bro. You're very generous, and I really, really appreciate it, bro. And for you, I'm gonna lay some truth bombs down. Some of you guys didn't quite catch what I was laying down last time. You know, I do a comedy show, but everything I say is true, like to like 1,000th of a degree, I think. So I'm pretty much accurate about everything I say. And some people will sometimes dismiss entire chunks of what I say. So, for instance, that patch on his ear. When I said, oh, it might possibly have been a blade job in the WWE and many wrestling organizations, guys will use a razor blade and cut themselves. And there were people in the comment section who were like, nuh-uh, wrestlers just use fake blood capsules. And I said, no, they don't. Wrestlers rarely ever use fake blood capsules. Fake blood is very rare in the world of pro wrestling. And in fact, they use very real razor blades and very real wounds are drawn and very real blood is bled. Understand? This is a fact. You don't want to disagree with facts. And there were plenty of people disagreeing with me. Oh no. Pro wrestlers don't use razor blades to cut themselves. Oh yes, the fuck they do. And this is a fact. They do it all the time. In fact, there was a match tonight where somebody, I'm sure, cut their forehead open and bled all over the place. And one of you guys is going to say, oh, well, it's just the blood capsule that they dumped on their head. So, I brought up the possibility that perhaps Trump bladed his ear and was met with a lot of criticism from my own audience. You don't want to disagree with me. There's going to be a good chance that you're fucking wrong. So, anyone here want to take the stance that wrestlers don't cut themselves with razor blades? And I'm being dead serious. Does anyone here want to take that stance that all pro wrestlers are fakers and they don't ever use real blood and they always use fake blood? Does anyone want to take that stance? I hope not. So let me, since we're looking at Trump's, we just looked at Trump's ear, let me split away from this Hulk promo, talk about blading for a second, because this really bothered me. And I'll even show a video. There it is. All right. So there were people thinking, oh, all of wrestling is just pretend. And nobody ever bleeds for real. So when I told you, no, these are sick and twisted motherfuckers. It's a pretend fight, but they take a razor blade and slice their own head open and mutilate their foreheads in some cases. And people were like, yeah, whatever, you're lying, you're stupid, you're wrong. No, I am not. So I just want to get this point across. This is a real thing.
During the 60s, when Abdullah was growing in infamy for his ferocity, the secrets of wrestling were closely held, and it wasn't until the mid-1980s when the veil was lifted and the true dangers of blading became apparent for all. During an expose on the Business by 2020 that also peeled the curtain back on kayfabe, former NFL quarterback turned pro wrestler Eddie Mansfield not only taught John Stossel how to take a bump, but sort of casually showed off how wrestlers cut themselves to create some claret.
Some keep the blade right here in their mouth, some in their tapes, some on their finger. Well, you take it out like that, you go just like that. See, if I was sweating, it'd pour. Some in their tapes, some on their finger. Well, you take it out like that, you go just like that. See, if I was sweating, it'd pour.
Okay, anyone who's like, oh, he's lying and that's fake. Dude, there's camera footage of every wrestler who's ever been famous on the floor cutting themselves open with a fucking razor blade. Ric Flair, Mick Foley, Steve Austin, Hulk Hogan, Vince McMahon cut their fucking foreheads open with fucking razor blades and drew real blood over and over again many times. This is a fucking fact. Oh, but Jake, I disagree with you because wrestling's fake. Well, then you're fucking wrong. So god damn it, all of you fucking idiots who want to disagree with me when I'm telling you the facts. There's men who, while pretending to fight, pull out a real razor blade while they're on the ground and the attention is elsewhere, and they slice their own forehead open and pretend like it was from the chair shot that they took. This is something real. And I was told by several of my own audience members, nuh-uh, wrestling's fake. So do you understand these carny motherfuckers do take razor blades and they do cut themselves? And so when I said, hey, maybe Trump's ear might possibly have been a blade job, that's a serious thing that I'm talking about. Because he was in the wrestling business. He was in a feud with Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon took a razor blade and cut his own fucking head open many times. Do we understand ourselves? Anyone think that they can debunk blading? I'll give you all my money and shut down my channel forever. Understand? All right, so let's get back to the program. Oh, and also, when I was 15, me and my friends had our own backyard wrestling federation, and I cut my own head open in a pretend fight. So I'm kind of someone who knows what the fuck I'm talking about. Understand? Let's move on. And I'm back. Yeah, that's a mistake. The bad guys didn't get me. I accidentally hit the back button while I had the StreamYard tab open, which takes me out of the studio. But I'm back. Okay, let me get back on track. You guys, I only got this irritated because like one guy really, he like pissed me off in the comment section, which caused this entire tirade that I just went on. So let me go ahead and show you guys what I'm talking about and why I went on that gigantic tirade about blading. Is basically one guy who pissed me off. I'm going to dedicate that entire tirade to that one fucking dude. There was a few others in the live chat, but mainly this one dude. Let me show you. I'm going to pull up this one guy and make an example out of this jabroni. All right. So check it out. I'm going to go to newest first. I'm going to find this comment just to show you guys what I'm talking about. Like, you don't want to be the guy who disagrees with me. It's not a good idea. The chance that I'm right is like 99.9999999%. Where is this asshole? Show yourself. There he is, right here. This one. Look at this. Believing in blading seems ridiculous. Right away, dude. This one right here. His name, Independent Whistleblower. So these are the type of people who get me triggered in the comment section. And it's partially my fault for falling for it, but it's also good to make an example out of people like this because, you know, stuff like this isn't debatable. You can't debate facts. Okay? So he says, minor gripe. This is just a minor gripe, y'all. Believing in blading seems ridiculous. Oh, really? Something that's fucking provably a thing? Continue. Why on earth would they bleed when they could just use makeup? Because when you're in a live match, you can't just use fake blood. The crowd will notice and it will wipe off, which will make it further noticeable that you're not really wounded. Whereas if you use a razor blade, it pumps real blood, and then the crowd is shocked. Holy shit, that guy's really bleeding. Yes. So they cut themselves open. Let me continue. Blading feels like a planted conspiracy to make people believe wrestlers are tough. Oh no, this is no planted conspiracy. Wrestlers cut their forehead open, and this is a fucking fact. You can go watch footage of every professional wrestler who's ever been popular cutting their forehead open and then admitting that they cut their fucking forehead open. So how the fuck are you going to show up to my fucking channel and be like, this seems ridiculous? Pro wrestlers just use makeup. They don't do that. And Jake, you're just ridiculous and wrong. No, fuck you, dude. I'm not ridiculous and I'm not wrong. That's why I'm making an example of you. Understand? Independent whistleblower? Independent whistleblower. That's your name. And you're going to tell me I'm wrong when I tell people that wrestlers cut themselves with razor blades. You're going to say I'm incorrect about this fact? Well, I guess I'm going to have to dedicate an entire segment to you. This is what happens when you disagree with facts that are provable. Every single big-time wrestler who ever became popular cut their forehead open with a fucking razor blade. Understand? They all admit to it and will tell you exactly how they did it. So you have to now say, nuh-uh, it was fake blood the whole time, and then prove it. Guys, don't be the one who disagrees with me. Because look, here I am responding, showing all the proof through YouTube links of guys cutting themselves open. But he doesn't want to respond to that. So whenever someone does disagree with me in the YouTube comments, and then I own their stupid ass, they never want to show up and go, oh, I was wrong. You were right. I apologize, Jake. So yeah, since none of you ever want to own up to when you're fucking wrong, and you show up in my comments section spewing shit, then yeah, you might understand why I censor my comments section, because it's oftentimes diluted with bullshit from people spreading fucking lies that are provably wrong. So yeah, when I tell you, in a pretend fight, guys go as far as to slice their fucking forehead open. I'm not kidding. And then when I say, hey, some are suggesting maybe Trump pulled the blade job, you know, at that staged event with his ear. And people are like, nah, that's crazy. Well, the industry demands that that's how you draw color. Understand? So, fake blood has been used in a few instances in pro wrestling, but the amount of instances where they slice their head with a razor blade far outweighs those few instances where fake blood was used. Understand what I'm putting down? So yeah, disagreeing with me when I'm laying down facts, you might end up looking like independent whistleblower just did. Understand? So let's watch the rest of Hulk Hogan's shit now, right? Oh, wait, I didn't read the rest of this guy's stuff. Whatever they use in Broadway plays, I'm sure is what the wrestlers are doing, and I highly doubt thespians are blading. Also, yeah, see, so whatever they're doing in Broadway is also what pro wrestlers are doing, according to independent whistleblower. Yes. A man who couldn't fucking admit he was wrong after I just destroyed his claims. So yeah, wrestling, fake. Yeah, I know it's not a real fight. But when you see blood, those guys cut themselves open with razor blades. That's real. Not disputable. A fact. Okay, let's continue. Trump Mania. Running wild on you, brothers. Sorry I had to get pissed off right there, but I hate when people think that I'm bullshitting. Because I'm not bullshitting. I do the best of my ability to give you the truth. And people are like, whatever. You're wrong about the blading thing. Whatever. You're ridiculous.
If you're a business owner, then animated explainer videos.
I'm a business owner, and I don't want to listen to your stupid commercial. Go away. I want to listen to Hulk Hogan. Okay, let's continue.
You know something, Trumpites? I didn't come here as Hulk Hogan, but I just had to give you a little taste. You know, my name is Terry Bollea. And as an entertainer, I love you too. And as an entertainer, I tried to stay out of politics. But after everything that's happened to our country over the past 4 years, and everything that happened last weekend, I can no longer stay silent. I'm here tonight because I want the world to know that Donald Trump is a real American hero.
Okay, so after he flashes triple sixes with both hands yet again, he announces he came as the character Hulk Hogan, but now he's going to be the real guy, Terry Bollea. Oh, okay, so now he's also endorsing Trump as Terry Bollea. See, so Hulk Hogan endorses Trump and Terry Bollea. So it's like two people endorse Trump. I wonder if Hollywood Hogan also endorse. No. Hollywood Hogan probably would endorse Oprah, right? Or Biden. So Hollywood Hogan doesn't show up. You guys remember Hollywood Hogan, the leader of the NWO, when Hogan was a bad guy? Yeah. He's not that character right now. No, he's the good one who's a good American. But now he's not pretending. He's the real man, Terry Bollea. And he agrees with everything Hulk Hogan just told you, that Trump's the greatest ever and his hero. See how that works? Terry Bollea agrees with Hulk Hogan, the character, that Trump is a great guy and his hero. He agrees with his pro wrestling persona.
Hulkamania totally supports Trumpamania, brother.
And hi, I'm Terry Bollea, not being Hulk Hogan anymore. And I also support Trump and Hulk Hogan. Thanks, Terry. We were wondering whether that was a big act. But no, Terry, the real guy, also supports Trump, you guys. Did you know that? There's a difference between him pretending, being a pro wrestling character, and then him being a real guy. Yeah, the real guy actually supports Trump. So therefore, all of this is totally legitimate. Understand, brother?
And I'm proud to support my hero as the next president of this United States. You know, guys, I've known Donald Trump for over 35 years. Hold on a second. Hold on. I just had a flashback. Man. This is really tripping. The last time I was up on stage, Donald Trump was sitting at ringside at the Trump Plaza. I was bleeding like a pig, and I won the world title right in front of Donald J. Trump. And you know something? He's going to win in November, and we're all going to be champions again when he wins. And like I said, I've known that man for over 35 years, and he's always been the biggest patriot, and he still is. He's always told you exactly what he thought, and he still does, brother. And no matter the odds, he always finds a way to win. And when he's back in our White House, America is going to start winning again.
Okay, are these Trump fans? Or was this inserted from Monday Night Raw? Like, hey, let's just take a clip from Monday Night Raw and insert it here. Nobody will know the fucking difference, right? I mean, did all the Trumpites go that crazy for Hulk Hogan? Or am I tripping? A grandpa, long past his prime, way past his prime, is getting a reaction as if it's 1986 right now. Seriously? What is going on? And people are like, yeah! Woo! Hulkamania and Trumpamania are literally running wild, brother. Wow. And people are literally eating this up. I want more. Give me more. Give me more. Wow. Holy shit. So when I was like, pro wrestling and politics are like the same thing. You're stupid. You're wrong. Get out of here. Why don't you just stick to football? Hey, Jake, just stick to football. Yeah. Because, they're stealing my shit when it comes to this wrestling politics thing. I guess I should just stick to football, right? What in the flying fuck, dudes? So, yeah. Anyone want to take the position that all that's real? Dude, I agree with your stance on football, okay? But wrestlers don't cut themselves. And Terry Bollea does endorse Trump. And so Hulk Hogan also endorsing Trump. There's nothing that makes pro wrestling and politics the same just because of that one coincidence. Okay, Jake? So therefore, everything that you've said doesn't matter. There is no connection between pro wrestling and politics, none whatsoever. And in fact, Jake is a crazy conspiracy theorist for even suggesting such a crazy notion. Let's all point and laugh. That's my life every day, over and over again. Yep. Bro, even when I tell the truth, it like ruins people's day. And then they try and ruin my day because I'm the one who told them the truth. You know, like that one guy trying to tell me how ridiculous my claims of blading are. When I'm just trying to tell you the truth, you know, like, hey, Trump ties back to wrestling. Wrestlers don't use fake blood generally. Anyway, I already went over that. I don't want to beat a dead horse. All right. So there you guys go. What do you think? Did Hulk Hogan watch me and steal my shit? Or did the world's script writers watch me and then have Hulk Hogan use the word Trumpamania, running wild, and then do a Randy Savage impression? Like, or did the Matrix steal my shit and program Hulk to do that? So that no one's guilty of stealing my shit, but the Matrix steals it and like programs them to do that, like, or like I manifested it, like I personally manifested through my own impression of Hulk Hogan that he was gonna fucking say Hulkamania, Trumpamania. So I made up Trumpamania, and then he says Trumpamania, and he does an impression of Macho Man while throwing up the triple sixes. Like, so, okay, so I manifested that. Is that a thing? Did I like manifest that happening? Okay, fourth option, total coincidence, which is everyone's favorite option, I'm sure. Total coincidence. But whatever. I gotta go on about my life as if nothing happened. Well, I guess I'll go to the beach today and forget all about how Hulk Hogan said Trumpamania and did a Macho Man impression while throwing up the triple sixes. I'm gonna forget about that now. Just go on about my life and take a vacation. Colin P says, I always tell the truth even when I lie. So my whole comedy routine is telling the truth and trying to make it funny so that it's palatable for you, but mostly for me. So I do this to entertain myself and then to entertain you guys. And you guys like it, which is why you watch and you donate and whatnot. You know? So I appreciate you for donating here because I don't lie. My whole comedy routine is based around me telling you the truth to the best that I know, the best that I got for you, that I can figure out is what I give you. And so I don't like make up anything or lie to you. Now that's different from if I do like a comedic impression. Okay, so if I'm doing a comedic impression of Richie from Boston talking about Chinese nano drones, that's obviously a fairy tale. But when I'm telling you guys about how, like, oh, here's what I think happened with that event at the Trump rally, right? And then YouTube takes down those videos. Well, I was giving it to you straight, the truth. And they took it down for a reason. Luckily, they don't take down these streams nearly as often as they take down videos. So my last stream still up. For now. Thank you very much again for your generous donation, Colin. I appreciate that, buddy. Make sure I didn't miss any super chats. I've been ranting. That's usually when I miss a super chat or two. It looks like I caught up. Sweet. So yeah, once you start looking outside of coincidence, like, dude, that's just wacky. Like, someone told me to do an impression of Hulk Hogan endorsing Trump. I do an impression, make up Trump-a-mania, and then the next week, Hulk Hogan says Trump-a-mania. Now, I also do an impression of Macho Man right after the Hulk Hogan impression. Hulk Hogan does an impression of Macho Man. Like, what the fuck? You see what I'm like, dude? Like, if Macho Man would have also showed, like, if Macho Man was still alive and he showed up too, you know what I mean? It would have, like, that's what would have happened. I swear, if Macho Man was still alive, he would have fucking showed up too. So since Macho Man's dead, the next best thing is to have Hulk do the impression of Macho Man while throwing up 666s. And why can't Hulk get through the speech without throwing up the 666s? How come when he's got that spotlight on him, he has to make sure to throw up 666s? Like 5 times, 6 different times in a 9-minute span. But that's for nitpickers. You know, some will say, oh, that doesn't matter. So with that said, land on the moon, we land on the moon, land on the moon, we land on the moon, land on the moon, we land on the moon. You take the rover, you go to the moon, then you know that we come back soon. Rove to the left, rove to the right. Bitch, you know that we rove all night. We land on the moon, we land on the moon, land on the moon, we. If you want more, you're going to have to send a super chat. See how that works? Yeah, that song costs money. So I just gave you the free version. If you want more, you got to pay for it. I don't make the rules, except when I do. And that's one of them. All right. Oh, you're welcome.
Because let me tell you something, brother. If you think that Trumpomania is not going to be running wild, brother, then you got another thing coming. And you better brother your vitamins, brother. And if you aren't my brother, then you just might be my sister. What are you, a little sister? You a little girl or something? Because if you're not my brother, then you must be my mother, brother. Oh, yeah. Let me tell you something. You think that you can mess with Trump, my messiah, my hero? Well, then you're gonna be messing with the macho man, and you're gonna be messing with the power of the Slim Jim. Oh, yeah.
All right. Got some super chats coming in right now. Sonny Lamont says hello from Alaska. Trump is the Antichrist. So they have the story set up where he's Christ or the Antichrist. And or he's both. Depending which you prefer. The story fits perfectly. He's the Antichrist, and he's Christ reborn. He's being led by the hand of Christ. Nope, he's the Antichrist. See how that works? Wow, such a polar opposite created around this character. How did they do it? So crafty. But some would say, to talk about how they organized and orchestrated all this love and hatred for Trump, they would say that's crazy. This all happened naturally and organically. People naturally love him and they naturally hate him. And the whole thing just happened for real. This character they have prepared for and have scripted for this character that Trump is right now. This has been in the plans for a long time, even before Trump was ever portrayed to be that guy or looked at as that guy. Trumpomania was not running wild, brother, until he became a politician. Becoming a politician makes you that next level of fame. You see, movie stars, they come and they go. Wrestlers, they come and they go. Their names get forgotten. But those politicians, their names, they live on forever. JFK, George Washington, Abraham Lincoln. Doesn't matter how long you've been dead. These names just live on forever. So politics, God, I think Chris Rock said it. Like, if the lady who sucked the president's dick became famous, right? So the president is so famous that if you suck the president's dick, then you become famous. So I'm not going to rip off anyone's joke. That was Chris Rock's old joke, but basically that was true. That like Monica Lewinsky, right? Supposedly was with Bill Clinton, and Monica Lewinsky becomes famous just by supposedly sucking off the president. So basically the president is like the next level of fame. Politics on that level is a higher level of fame than being a movie star or a recording artist. So even the highest recording artist, Taylor Swift, selling out arenas, not as popular as Donald Trump as a person, not as recognizable. So worldwide, Donald Trump as a character, as a person, even more recognizable than even Taylor Swift. So when you get to that level of fame, if you think anything's organic, think again. It's anything but organic when you get to the most famous person recognizable in the world. Colin P says, oh, he wants me to finish the song, it sounds like. And it looks like someone else is donating as well, Plumber. So Colin and Plumber both donating. Looks like you guys want me to finish the song. So thank you. And yes, I'll finish the song right now. Let me pull up the other donations. Rebecca, XBBY Reunions, and Plum Bear. Okay, since you guys are paying for a front row seat, land on the moon, we land on the moon, land on the moon, we land on the moon, land on the moon, we land on the moon. Yes, my friend, we will come back soon. We take the rover, we go to the moon, and then you know that we come back soon. We rove to the north, rove to the south. We rove up all up in the side of your mouth. We land on the moon, we land on the moon, land on the moon, we land on the moon, land on the moon, we land on the moon. And yes, my friend, we will come back soon. We take the rover, we rove to the east, take the rover, we rove to the west, take the rover, we rove to the north. And bitch, I don't know what rhymes with north. Land on the moon, we land on the moon, land on the moon, man, land on the moon, land on the moon, we land on the moon. Yes, my friend, we will come back soon. Say rove, rove, rove. Everybody now, rove, 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 rover, rove, rove, rove. That's right, my friend. Rove, 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 rover, rove, rove, rove. ro 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 rover rove 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 rove. There you go. That one exploded. It was extra special for you guys and me. All right. There's channels out there who will be like, oh, you can't take anything Jake says seriously because he sings that goofy song. Well, fuck you. People love that goofy song so much and they pay me to do it, so of course I'm going to keep doing it. Do you know there's hardworking musicians who don't make as much as me while they play 4 hours of covers in a night? Meanwhile, I sing Land on the Moon and make more than a professional musician would make in a whole night. So, if you don't like what I'm doing and the fact that people love it, you can go fuck yourself. Okay, Jason? Okay, Ronnie? Play this part where I tell you to go fuck yourself, Jason and Ronnie, because you don't have the talent to ever get paid to do what you love. Understand that? Jason and Ronnie, you don't have the talent to get paid to do anything you love because you're a talentless piece of shit. So why don't you show this to your audience, bitch? Bitches. And I'm talking to two individuals who like to show me singing these silly songs and then be like, oh, you can't take anything Jake says seriously. He discredits himself by singing Land on the Moon. No, it's because I talked about how the Indian moon landing was so stupid and fake, and I did a song, and people loved it so much that they fucking request it and pay me. But there's individuals who will say, oh, I discredit myself because I performed that song. Oh, really? Is that why my audience is so much bigger than yours, Jason and Ronnie? Your little teeny weeny shit show that only exists when you talk about me? All right. Did I read everyone's super chats? Super sticker. Colin P. Plum Bear. It's like I got a new one coming in. See? Bro Fabloke with a donation. Thank you. No chat attached, but just a super chat. I don't know if that was what you meant to do or not, but thank you. Yeah, there's some guys who like to screen record my shit and then show the parts where I'm goofing off and then be like, see, you can't take him seriously. Yeah, but people do by the tens of thousands. Way more than they take you seriously, you two shitbag liars. Ronnie and Jason. Couple of pole smoking shitbag liars. Yeah, what do you guys do for a living? Looks like I missed the super chat from Jason G, which would be the guy who gave me the idea. Let me go back and try and find it. Give me a minute, guys. Sometimes people send super chats in a cluster, and I miss one sometimes, or two, or several. Okay, so I just want to make sure I catch all of them. Guy's Truth with a super sticker. Thank you, Guy's Truth. Got yours. Okay, so Guy's Truth is accounted for with a super sticker. Thank you, brother. I appreciate the love. Going back in the comment section. Colin P. I got that one. I'm not sure how long ago I missed it. Plum Bear. Rebecca. Sonny Lamont. Jason G. There it is. Sorry, bro. You know I don't mean to miss super chats, so I have Rose, one of my moderators, to remind me if I miss any. Because when I go back and watch the replay, if I miss even one, I'm like, oh shit! Oh no, I missed one. Fuck! And then I feel bad. So I caught it. All right. Jason G says, what bands you like besides BOC? Any 80s bands? I like a lot of bands. So the list of bands I like is huge. Blue Oyster Cult is my favorite band because I've went and watched them several times. Well, now I've seen them 29 times or 28 times, and the next time I see them will be 29th. So I've seen Blue Oyster Cult the most, and they're my ultimate all-time favorite. But as far as like other bands, like, yeah, I like tons of other bands, but I don't geek out over anybody like I geek out over Blue Oyster Cult. So another band who I went and watched live, like 3 months ago, 311 came through Sacramento, and I've never seen 311. And so I was able to get a ticket, a fourth row ticket. And I knew some of their songs from back when I was a teenager. And in my early 20s, I used to be a fan. So I wasn't like a diehard, but I'd never seen them play. And I know like 5 or 6 of their songs. And so when I went to go watch them, it's all the same members, and they put on a pretty good show. And they played all the songs that I knew. And so that was cool. So all the songs I was hoping that they would play, they played. And they did a good job. So, yeah, I go watch other bands, but I don't geek out over any band except for Blue Oyster Cult. That's the only band where I'm like, oh my God. Like, where are they playing? I'm gonna like be first row singing along every fucking song the whole show. Like, I actually am a fanboy for Blue Oyster Cult, but nobody else. And they're going to die soon, so it's acceptable. So I know they're going to retire or die soon. So my years as a BOC fanboy are coming to an end. So I'm grasping on to those, to the nostalgia, because I know it's going to come to an end soon. There you go, Jason G, my homie. Making sure I didn't miss your super chat. And thank you for the comedic idea to do the impression of Hulk Hogan, which made me say the words Trumpamania, because had you not come up with the idea for me to do that impression, well, I wouldn't be doing this live stream right now, and I don't know if Hulk would have used the words Trumpamania. So Jason G might be the one to thank for the word Trumpamania being invented. Thank you, Jason G, from me and from Hulk Hogan and from the world stage writers. All right. Now I'm going a bit far. Okay. Kevin says, have you looked into those, or have you looked into the imposter looking Trump who appeared at the Virginia Beach church in 2019? Something I found recently. So I think that they have doubles and triples and Trump masks and Biden masks aplenty. So I think numerous actors have played the part of Joe Biden, and I think it's an ongoing gag. And I think that there is a hyper realistic mask of Joe Biden. And if that exists, then of course a hyper realistic Trump mask would also have to exist. And then of course Trump lookalikes you also have to consider. And so doing small events and rallies, whatnot, they might use the C version, the B version of Trump rather than the real one. If that makes sense. So if let's say you have, 4 different Britney Spears, you can have the shitty knockoff Britney Spears go do the autograph signing in Mobile, Alabama at the convention, while the other 2 Britney Spearses, are off doing their own shit. If that makes sense. So yeah, I think that there's multiple versions of Trump for sure. Barbershop SEO with a donation coming in. Thank you very much, Barbershop SEO. No message attached, but a donation. Thank you, sir. It's always appreciated. Got a generous donation coming in from a subscriber who I have met in person a long time ago. I did a Flat Earth meetup in Atlantic City, New Jersey. And it was my first time ever being in New Jersey. And Jonathan Luna showed up. Nice guy. And he still supports the channel to this day, right here, right now. I posted my first video about my view on reality and my philosophy, wanted to share with everyone who's interested. Bro, I think I might have even subbed, but I meant to start watching the video, but like I wanted to give it my full attention. And so I haven't watched it yet. I will be honest, but I did. I think I subscribed. So if I haven't yet, I'm going to go back. I'll leave you a comment. When the stream's over, I'll watch it. I'll leave you a comment, bro, for sure. For sure, for sure. And thank you, Jonathan Luna, for your years of support, man. A true blue, loyal supporter of the Jake the Asshole channel, formerly known as the Flat Earth Asshole channel. Very generous of you, sir. Thank you very much. And I definitely will watch it and comment on your channel. Hold me to that. I will comment. All right. So the cool thing about my favorite band is that they write about some subjects that I don't believe in, like space aliens or, Godzilla, a mythical dinosaur. I don't believe in Godzilla or space aliens. But one thing about my favorite band, they don't use the stage to push any political opinions. They don't use the stage to push any sort of satanic imagery. There's nothing being on the stage with them to depict anything demonic. And so the good thing about my favorite band is it's just some old dudes on stage doing their best to play as good as they used to. And that's what they're trying to do. It's just play as good as they used to play back in their heyday. And they do the best they possibly can to try and put on a show before they die. And so I know what it's like to watch a band like Kiss, who dresses up and puts on a demonic presentation and has an homage, which basically is a satanic ritual that you're watching. So I've been to see Kiss in person, and I've been to see Blue Oyster Cult. And let me tell you what, there are bands that go way, way further, to depict demonic imagery and Satanism. And then there's bands that, for instance, 311, they didn't have anything demonic going on at all, and all the songs were positive and fun. And so, if you go to a 311 show, and the only satanic thing that happens is Nick Hexum throws up devil horns and a 666 sign, that's the extent of the Satanism. Well, then it's not really that bad. So it's like you can go to a concert and have a good time and not really have any of this satanic stuff rub off on you. And so I don't have any problem going to a concert and enjoying the music for a short period. And if the person on stage throws up a, a sign or whatever, like I expect that. They're all sellouts, but like I still want to have fun and I don't want to limit myself to like never listening to anyone else's music, or not being able to participate in a fun activity like a concert because the person throws up a sign or one of their songs is about something that you might construe as satanic. So I like having a fun time at rock and roll shows. And so like I can be a truther who tells the truth and does the right thing, but then I can go watch a show on the side and enjoy it for what it is. It's just entertainment. And they're not going to make me satanic. Like they're not going to rub satanic imagery off on me and convince me, oh, well, now I'm going to worship the devil because I went to a concert. See? So I know what it's like to also be a musician and want to put on a fun show for people. All right. Cactus Jack coming in with a donation says, I feel like I might finally be getting through to people by sending them your YouTube shorts since that's all their attention span can handle. My shorts are all over the place. So my shorts are just so random. It just kind of depends. There's sometimes where like I strategically am trying to get views, like, oh, I'm going to make a short video about Dave Chappelle being replaced strategically to try to get some new viewers. And then there's other times where I just fire off a short because I feel like it, like I'm, singing at a BOC show and I fucking fire off a random short just because. So yeah, my short section is just so random. So if you're waking anyone up with the short section, cool. It's hit and miss for me. Thank you, Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. All right. Any other super chats that I miss? Such as one from Evan. It says, the Matrix is going to get me. Save me, Jake. I'm trying, bro. But they're already stealing my shit and having their characters, say the things that I say. So I don't know what I can do to save you, man. They already got Hulk Hogan stealing my shit, man, and the world stage script writers hijacking my bits. So, yeah, I think you're screwed. But thank you anyway for the donation. Yeah, if the Matrix hasn't got you already, I think they're probably gonna. So, yeah, you're screwed. Best chance you have is just to listen to me. I think I'm the only possible chance you have of getting saved. So you got to smoke a big hit of hopium that I'm gonna create enough comedy to fix this world. That's my plan. I'm gonna get everyone to laugh hard enough that it fixes everything. Hopefully that works. That's my plan. Make everyone laugh. And then hopefully that magically like fucking fixes all the bad stuff going on. Seems to be working so far. All right. Just kidding. Or am I? All right. Thank you, Evan. So I also wanted to point out there's talk of replacing Joe Biden as a presidential candidate. Guys, I've been telling you for years, Joe Biden has been replaced by actors pretending to be Joe Biden. So now they're pushing the narrative. Does Joe Biden need to be replaced? Do you think think Joe Biden should be replaced as the Democratic candidate? As the Democratic candidate. That's like, he's been replaced by an actor, and now you're diluting the word replaced by suggesting he should be replaced. See? So now all the instances of me saying he's been replaced are buried because people are talking about him being replaced as the Democratic candidate because he's old and senile. See how that works? Also coincidence, right? Just coincidence. I talk about Joe Biden has been replaced. So the media is like, does Joe Biden need to be replaced as a candidate? Do you think Joe Biden should be replaced? It's like, wow, you just buried what I said. No one will be able to find what I talked about, him being replaced, because now you just asked everyone if he's going to be replaced as a candidate. You assholes. See how that works? These assholes. Yeah, not the first time they've stolen my shit either. You guys know I came up with the concept mini moons. A mini moon that goes around the moon. You know, because if Earth has a moon, why doesn't the moon have a mini moon of its own? And you know what happened 6 months later? NASA discovered there is a mini moon. But the moon doesn't have a moon. No, Earth has a second moon that you can't see. Yeah, so I invented the term mini moons as a science fiction comedy concept, and then NASA stole it 6 months later. Another fact. Stephen Bowman says, hey Jake, loved your last live stream. Biden, bye-bye. Yeah, so Trump's definitely scripted to win this next selection. I would be shocked if Trump isn't the next selected one. That would shock me. It seems all the cards are there for Trump to now return. And they can push some super evil agendas with Trump at the helm. We could have a Plandemic Part 2 with Trump in charge and him pretending the whole thing's real. And all the right-wingers who support him will also have to go along with it being real. We better hope that doesn't happen. I sure hope that doesn't happen. Because planned plandemics suck. I.E. Quiche says, Hulk fits right in with politicians. He's told more lies and embellishments than most. Ask Cornette anyways. Bet he makes a run for a position somewhere in Florida if we haven't realized it's for a show. Bro, I totally am a longtime old school wrestling fan, so I know all about Hogan's lies, blatant bullshit lies. And he passed off a lot of that as like being truth for years. So like Hogan would he would pathologically lie in a way that is so grandiose. Like he would be like,
Well, let me tell you, brother, Elvis was a big Hulkamaniac. Elvis was a huge fan of Hulk Hogan.
It's like, dude, Elvis died before you were popular. Like the character of Elvis died before Hulkamania was running wild. And so like, and then he says, like, when he slammed Andre the Giant, like, weeks later, Andre the Giant died. It's like, no, dude, years later, Andre the Giant died because of gigantism, because he was a fucking giant and his body couldn't exist. So Hulk would try and take credit for, like, for Andre the Giant's death, even, like, in interviews. Like,
I slammed him, brother. And then a couple weeks later, he died.
It's like, dude, no, years later, Andre the Giant died because he was a fucking 7-foot giant who had a regular man's heart and his body could not be supported because he was a fucking giant. So Hulk's a fucking dipshit who is, yes, a professional liar in the fake fighting industry. And he's known as destroying many a man's wrestling career. So if you look into the politicking behind the scenes in wrestling, it is widely known that Hulk Hogan would destroy other men's careers by politicking behind stage.
Well, I don't know, brother. Undertaker, he almost broke my neck. I think Undertaker was trying to break my neck, brother.
So, like, he would go and try and fucking anyone who was coming up the card and being popular, like Undertaker, let's say in this case, he would go to Vince McMahon and be like, "Oh, Undertaker's dangerous," and tried to break my neck, brother. And then word gets back to Undertaker, and he's like, "Terry, did you say I tried to break your neck because your head didn't even touch the ground when I tombstone you?"
Oh, brother, no, that's not what happened. No.
So there's instances of Terry being called out on his lies by other wrestlers, and he just fucking backpedals like a bitch. So it is widely known that Terry is a piece of shit liar, like not only in his character as Hulk Hogan, but backstage, he would try and get any other man who is becoming popular in wrestling. He would try and get them thrown under the bus with the boss. And they call that politicking. And so backstage at the WWE, you'll hear, oh, he was one of those guys who politicked his way back. Those were the guys who got to be champion. So the guys who went backstage and talked to Vince and said, "Oh, don't make that guy champion. He's a piece of shit because he's dangerous. Oh, this guy. Oh, yeah, he only cares about himself. This guy's trying to go into business for himself, brother. You shouldn't let him become a champion." So guys would politic in the wrestling business so that they could win matches and become champion. And this is in the art of fake fighting, the industry of fake fighting. So in the industry of fake fighting, it's important that you don't lose too much. And it's important that you win most of your matches if you want to be a main eventer. So if you're in the business of fake fighting, you don't want your fans to quit showing up. So you'll do anything possible to win as many matches as possible. And you're going to go backstage and politic with the boss. "Oh, that ending doesn't seem right with me, brother. Nope, that ending doesn't work with me. You know what a better ending would be, brother, is if Hulk wins, brother." So Hulk would routinely say, "Nope, I'm not losing to that guy. I'm winning instead." And then the promoters would be like, "Okay, Hulk's the top guy and he has creative control." So in the WCW years, when Hulk was with WCW, he had it in his contract that he had creative control. And if he didn't like what the story was, he could say no. And so if they were like, "We need you to lose," he could be like, "Nope, I don't want to do that, brother." So even in the fake fighting world of pro wrestling, there's something called politicking, where you position yourself to be the number one guy. And then anyone else trying to get to your position as the number one guy, you throw them motherfuckers under the bus with the boss. And that's what Hogan did his whole career. And that's why he's on stage doing that routine. Did any other wrestler get offered that spot? Hulk got offered that spot because of all the work he has done to earn that spot. All the evil, dastardly shit he did earned him that spot where he gets to throw you the 666s and rip off his shirt and endorse Trump, while everybody fucking goes crazy and loves it. So yeah, being a fake pro wrestler and politicking your way to the top can get you a front row seat. No, even better. You are now the chairman endorsing Trump, right? Wow, crazy how that works. How wrestling meets politics. Literally. And imagine having people tell you, no, you're wrong. For years. So yeah, this attitude that I have, well, most people who aren't my audience, who I try and talk about how politics and pro wrestling are the same thing, most people don't even want to hear what I'm saying. The only people who understand are right here in my audience. So that means the general person, the general public, believes this shit. All of them believe this shit. Whether they like him or whether they don't like him, they're believing this shit. Which means the amount of people who are as smart as me, or you, my audience, a fraction of a percent. That's scary. People who are as smart as me and you, my audience, fraction of a percent. We aren't even a 1%. We're a fraction of a percent. Those are the people I can confide in. A fraction of a percent that know that I'm right. Everyone else, 99% of everyone, yeah, they think I'm totally wrong and crazy. What a life. All right. Yep. Democrats are smooth brains. Yes. The Democrats are the smooth brain ones. Those who are conservatives, Republicans, Trump supporters, their brains are not smooth. Of course. We have proof by watching that rally where Hulk Hogan gave that speech. That's how we know that the Democrats are the dumb ones and the conservatives are the smart, cool people. Yes, thank you, NZ Things. I almost forgot that the Democrats are the bad guys and that the conservative Republicans are the good guys. I almost forgot. Thank you. No, the Trumpites are not also smooth brained. Are you crazy? Only Joe Biden is bad because he's old and forgets what he's talking about. Trump is cool because he doesn't forget what he's talking about, and because Hulk Hogan says he's his hero. So therefore, not smooth brained. Understand? The Democrats are the dumb ones who have the smooth brains. The Trump supporters, who are also Hulk Hogan supporters, those are the non-smooth brained ones. Get it? These are the facts. Huh? Do you catch my sarcasm? If you missed the first part of the show and you just take that out of context, you might be like, huh? But the rest of the people who know what sarcasm is and who were here for the first part of the stream, they aren't saying huh. They're saying ha. Ha 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 ha. Couple of super chats missed. Oh shit. Let me go catch up. Let me catch up on some super chats so I can catch up on some super chats. I'm scrolling back right freaking now so I can catch up on those super chats. Scrolling. All right. Stephen Bowman says Trump equals 47. President equals 47. Simpsons predicted the Trump attempted assassination. No. You're wrong. No, they didn't. From what I've heard, that picture that you're talking about wasn't from The Simpsons. I couldn't remember an episode where Trump was dead in a coffin. I was like, what episode is that from? And then I looked it up and I'm almost positive that that's actually not a real Simpsons thing. That's some made up shit that was stuck in there so that people say that The Simpsons predicted it. Let me make sure. Let me see if I got this correct. Now, I'm not the type of guy who goes right to Wikipedia or Google for the explanation, but if somebody implanted a fake Simpsons picture of Trump dying and everyone runs with it, well, in that case, I do agree with Google. So, the series The Simpsons did not predict that former U.S. President Donald Trump would die in 2024, contrary to an image shared online after the assassination attempt. Yeah, so that scene never happened in any Simpsons episode. But people keep on reporting this. See? So, Stephen, you're guilty of pushing disinformation. Now, I'm not trying to make you feel guilty. I just want you to know that I don't remember an episode where that happened, and nobody shows the clip where Donald Trump is dead. We just have that little tiny picture that keeps floating around, and people keep saying that The Simpsons predicted it. So until someone shows me a clip of a dead Donald Trump, and can tell me exactly what episode, from what I've heard, this isn't actually a real thing. And this is just something people are sharing online. Cactus Jack says, are we already living in the movie Idiocracy? I believe that could be the case. Or it's scripted to make you think that. It's scripted to convince you of that. And also maybe yes. Thank you. Okay, so why does everyone keep fucking repeating this Simpsons predicted it shit? Yeah. You notice I didn't fucking run with that one was because I've found out there is no because I was trying to find, well, where's the episode? I know we have the picture of Trump in the coffin, but where's the episode and what's the context? Because I wanted to see it and I couldn't find it because it doesn't exist. Oh, it's a Mandela effect. It was the Mandela. The Mandela done did it. No, Jake, it was real. Mandela. That's always a possibility. Mandela. Ooh, boogity boogity. Right? Whenever you have a memory where your memory was incorrect and anyone proves that your memory was incorrect or that you're wrong, just go, Mandela. Boogity boogity boogity. And then it makes it okay. See? Because the universe shifted. It's not that you were wrong. It's because the universe shifted. No, the Simpsons did do that. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Mandela. dude, the Mandela effect is real. Every single one of them. None of those Mandela effects, like Jiffy peanut butter, can be debunked. Oh, wait. Yes, it can. Jiffy peanut butter was not a thing. But millions of people, apparently, who believe in Mandela effect think Jiffy peanut butter was a thing, even though they have no proof. Jif was peanut butter was a thing. Skippy peanut butter was a thing. Jiffy cornbread mix was a thing, but there wasn't a fucking Jiffy peanut butter. But according to Mandela people, yes, huh? And if you disagree, you're wrong and you're a god blocker. That's why I don't like Mandela people, is even if you debunk like several different Mandela effects, they're like, nuh-uh, well, what about this one? Well, what about this one? Well, what about this one? Till you're like, all right, Bernstein, that one is weird. But the rest that I debunked, you're just fucking wrong about. Understand? So yes, I've personally debunked several Mandela effects, just like I did with Jiffy peanut butter just now. But there'll be people who are like, no, reality shifted. And you are clearly trying to cover up for reality shifting. So anyways, did I miss any other super chats? I hope not. So outside of that shit, how are you guys doing on a Friday night? You guys having a good Friday night? Okay, the Fruit of the Loom one, not gonna lie. I totally remember a cornucopia basket. And I totally remember asking my mom what the brown thing was. And then she explained what it was. So when the cornucopia disappeared, I'm like, okay, reality shifted. Mandela effect is real because my fucking underwear. I totally remember the cornucopia. Reality shifted. Mandela effect is real. But not the Jiffy peanut butter one. Okay? That's my stance. My underwear shifted, reality shifted, but not the peanut butter. That's fucking crazy and stupid. That's my stance, and I'm sticking to it. I'm not hypocritical. Stephen Bowman says, sorry for spreading BS. I didn't research it. Brother, you admitting that and taking ownership 100% absolves you from it, bro, because you fucking took ownership of it. Nobody's gonna hold you responsible. Everybody accepts your apology, including me. Stephen Bowman, you are a true man. You guys, look at what Stephen Bowman did. He's paying to admit he's wrong, and he's taking ownership like a man. Stephen Bowman is a man, taking ownership like a real man. Today is Stephen Bowman Appreciation Day. I declare it so. I wish there was more people like Stephen Bowman, willing to admit when they're wrong and accept it and embrace it and learn from this mistake. I'll bet you Stephen Bowman has learned not to go taking any Simpsons clips and running with it in the future without having confirmed it was in an episode. See? Stephen Bowman, true American hero. You're my hero, bro. For paying me to admit you're wrong. You are my personal hero. We need more Stephen Bowmans in the world. And no, I'm not kidding. I'm serious. We need more guys like this dude in the world. If it was that easy, Stephen Bowman, where I'm like, oh, that Trump thing that happened the other day was staged, and everyone be like, yeah, you're right. Sorry for questioning you. I wish it was that easy. But no, not everyone is as cool and amazing as Stephen Bowman. Did I mention how much I love Stephen Bowman? All that glitters is old says Colts 34, Vikings 0 at halftime, Thanksgiving Day several years ago. That's how we found Jake and have not missed a show since. Yeah, that comeback where the Colts blew that game. Yeah, and I broke that shit down for you and showed the replay. Is that what you're talking about? So I guess this guy became a follower of mine because of my NFL content. And that is a very popular form of content that I create that gets a lot of new subscribers. However, a lot of the football subscribers, when they hear about my stance against Trump and how I don't lick Trump's balls and I call him an actor and a fraud, they're like, stick to football. Oh, don't talk about Trump. Just talk about football. So one thing about the football fucks is a lot of them can't handle anything else that I talk about besides football, and they throw a little bitch fit. So I'm glad you're not one of those guys. There's a good portion of people who are cool with me talking about other stuff besides football. But then there's those guys who, like, they saw my football content, and then when football season ends, they're like, dude, just stick to football, okay? Don't talk about politics, okay? Like, fuck you. I'm going to do what I want. Politics is totally fake, like football. So I've lost hundreds of subscribers in the last like week just talking about how politics are staged. And I've had my videos removed by YouTube because I proved politics are staged. Thank you, All That Glitters is Old, for your donation, buddy. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I totally remember that game you're talking about. Cactus Jack Bang Bang coming in with a donation says, is it possible to start a new cult or religion these days? Or too late to the party? Dude, it's people are pretty gullible. You know, there's a pastor who pretends to be Elvis, Pastor Joyce, whatever his name is, and he pretends he's Elvis. And people believe it and worship him and say, oh, it's Elvis. And so there's been, different pastors coming along saying they are the reincarnated Christ. And they'll have 100,000 people who show up to their shit believing them, their little church. So you can have some dude, in Guatemala be like, I am the reincarnation of Christ. And he'll have hundreds of people showing up to his little church. So, dude, if you come up with a good bullshit story, you can get people to worship you and follow you, right? Just depends on how good your bullshit story is. Okay, I'm gonna put on a quick video while I use the restroom. I gotta pee like a horse that has to pee really bad. So let me go ahead and put on some sort of entertainment for you guys while I go do that. All right. Here's an oldie but a goodie from Solo Bass Jake. 12 years ago. That's me! 12 years ago, y'all. So yeah, I'm going to put this on for a minute. I'm going to go pee, and then I'll be back in a few minutes, and we'll continue the show.
And local news on a variety of networks with no extra cords, hidden fees, or long-term contracts. Start.
Bada bing. There you go. Little footage from, what was that, like 2013 or 12? Wow, time flies. Yeah. How many of those shill bags are out there who have footage of them from over a decade ago performing live music and people having fun and clapping? Yeah, none. Where's footage of Jaronism getting everyone to clap and because of something he did? Yeah, there isn't any. Where's the footage from a decade ago of from David Weiss performing? Oh yeah, there isn't any. None of those flamer shit bags. Call them flamer shit bags. First Amendment. Yeah, I do speak facts. So how come you tend to be one of those people who jumps on Trump's nutsack and disagrees with me when I speak fucking facts? Yeah, you, First Amendment. I noticed there's been, I don't know, 5, 10 of your comments in the past, I don't know, year or so where you disagree with me and lick Trump's balls. Did you think I would forget? Yeah, you. I personally have removed many of your comments because you were telling me how I was wrong. So now you want to show up and kiss my ass and pretend like you weren't saying I was wrong in the comments section? Let's have this out, First Amendment. Right here, right now, live. You've claimed all these different times, I don't know, 10, 12 times I was wrong about Trump. You've done that routinely, which is why I'm going to make an example of you right here, right now. Do you want to admit that I wasn't wrong about Trump and that you were wrong? That would be a good idea. I swear I've removed a dozen of your comments or so about me that were wrong. Yeah. Anyone remember earlier in the stream where I castrated that motherfucker who said I was wrong about pro wrestlers blading? Yeah. Anyone remember that? Whistleblower guy, whatever the fuck his name was? Yeah. Don't be the one who disagrees with me when I'm laying down facts. Understand? Because I might call you out for it. And I don't care if anyone who's currently licking Trump's taint wants to unsubscribe. Because this truth train is about to pick up a whole fuck ton of new subscribers come September when I say that the NFL's fake again. Come September, when I say the NFL's fake again, I'm going to get a whole plethora of new subscribers. This channel is going to hit 100,000 subscribers come the end of the year. That's going to happen. And there's always a few who are like, oh, but you're wrong about Trump. No, the fuck I'm not. I'm rarely ever wrong. And when I am wrong, I go back and correct myself. So yeah, when you show up to my comments section and you want to disagree with me when I'm laying down facts, just know I might dedicate a part of my next live stream to you disagreeing with me. First, Jake, I've always been right there with you, man. You're tripping, Brody. Only time I ever said something positive about Trump is that he's our best option. I swear I've removed like a dozen of your comments licking his fucking taint. I call it licking his taint. He's the best. You don't have an option. You don't choose anything. He's an actor who promoted the jab. Got it? You get no choice in the matter. He's the chosen one, and he's not the best choice. It has been already selected. You understand why it pisses me off when anyone even slightly disagrees with me? It undermines my work. Oh, well, I think you're kind of wrong about Trump. I don't totally disagree. I just think you're kind of wrong about Trump. Well, then fuck off. Don't want you here. If you think I'm kind of wrong about Trump, don't watch me, please. I'm begging you. If you think I'm wrong about Trump in any way, fuck off for life and do not watch me. And I'm not tripping. I can't stand Trump supporters. I fucking hate them. They're as equally bad as someone who dyes their hair pink, who supports the Alphabet Society, the LGBTQ. It's the same thing. A Trumper and someone who dyes their hair pink and is they're the same thing to me. Equally moronic in every way. So no, he isn't the better option, because there is no option. And that's why I fucking removed your comments. And yes, I removed comments. Jake, but Trump is the best. Fuck you. Removing it. Banning you. Ew, but you remove anyone who disagrees with you? Yes, because they're wrong. And I don't like people who are wrong to take over my comment section. So let this be a lesson to you. If you show up to my comment section and you promote what is wrong after I told you the fucking truth, I'm gonna fucking remove your comment and ban you. And if you don't like that I do that, I don't give a shit. Oh, Jake, you should let everyone who disagrees with you take over your comment and post bullshit. I should let shills and bots and fucking people who are just downright wrong ruin my comment section because it's free speech. But I'm not allowed to comment in my own comment section because YouTube says I'm violating hate speech. Arrgh! And this is a comedy act. It's all for entertainment purposes only. Don't anyone get your little panties in a wad over anything I'm saying, because it's all for fun. Vanessa Camera Design says, I think you are 100% right about Trump. Yes, thank you, Vanessa Camera Designs. Camara? Thank you. How can anyone disagree with the Pow Pow situation? Remember, he said dude, Trumpers forgot about him endorsing the jab. They're too busy licking his taint and envisioning that moment where he pumped his fist. Yes. And they're reminiscing about how great Hulk Hogan's speech just was. Trumpers don't remember him promoting the jab at all. That was like from a TV show many years ago that they don't remember. Every Trump supporter has an excuse, or they just blocked that out of their memory. He's the best choice available, according to some. Oh, but under the guise of free speech, I should allow liars, bots, charlatans, shills to infiltrate my comment section and make it look as if most people disagree with me. Right. But meanwhile, if I try and comment in my own comment section, my replies get taken down. Oh, and my ability to comment gets taken away from me, like yesterday. And I'm supposed to let the bots and shills say, "Nuh-uh, you're wrong." Fuck off with that. So yeah, let it be known. Disagree with me, and I will ban the fucking shit out of you. Because I'm all about the truth. And I ain't got time for people trying to infiltrate my comment section with dog shit. The only reason I have this attitude is because people like to use free speech to try and guilt trip me. Bro, it's free speech for people to show up and say you're a delusional fucktard and that you're wrong about everything you say. It's free speech. Oh, it is? But I can't fucking reply back because YouTube takes down my shit. It's not free speech. Ain't free speech here. They play dirty. They play dirty pool here. So guess what? I play dirty pool too. In my comment section, you show up and start saying, "Jake, I usually agree with you, but this time you're wrong. The deep state tried to shoot Trump for real." Not gonna happen on my page. Nope. You can take that free speech to your page. All right. And did you notice this platform removed a lot of content of people calling that thing that happened staged? Why did they remove all that content if everything's true, right? Oh, to protect the victims. It's to protect the victims. Like that one guy, right? All right. So as you can see, I'm right so goddamn much that anytime anyone's like, "Well, I think you're wrong," I'm like, "Fuck you! No, I'm not. No, I'm not wrong." See what I'm saying? I'm right too damn much that if you want to show up and tell me I'm wrong, you're just gonna piss me off. So don't do it. Yeah, see, it's always this. Yes, Jake is the bad guy censoring the free speech from the bots that show up. So, guys, when I told you Aaron Rodgers last football season faked his injury, there was about 10,000 bots that showed up to say, "Nuh-uh, I saw Aaron Rodgers' tendon tear on a video. Aaron Rodgers' injury was real." Am I supposed to let 10,000 dumb fucks and bots and shills take over my Aaron Rodgers video with nothing but "this guy's a liar and he's never played football before" comments saying Aaron Rodgers is a hero and he went down and it's so sad and tragic? Am I supposed to let those comments overshadow all the real comments because of free speech? No. See, if one guy can have 50 accounts, then shit, it's not really free speech anymore if one guy can make it look like 50 people have an opinion when it's just one dude using 50 different fucking phones, 50 different accounts. See, so on this platform, I can make it look like 50 people agree with X, Y, or Z. And I could be controlling all 50 accounts. See how that works? So why the fuck would I let them set up shop? Oh, I guess I missed Holden's super chat. So that's another. So I don't like letting bots set up shop on my channel. And if you think that that's censoring free speech, go fuck yourself. Open up your own channel, and then I'll show up and take a shit in your comment section. Instruct everyone to take a shit in your comment section, and then you have to take it because it's free speech. Don't you go deleting anything. Let every shillbag who's ever known lie about you every day, and we'll see how long you want to put up with it. All right, I'm going back trying to find Holden's super chat. I went off on one of my angry tirades. This has been built up for days. Because anytime anyone gets their comment erased, then they also want to act like I'm the one who does it. It's like, no, dude, they're erasing my comments too. The only comments I erase are the ones who talk shit about me and say I'm wrong when I'm clearly not wrong. There it is. Thanks, Holden. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate your super chat. Rose reminded me that you sent one, so I didn't miss it. Thank you, Rose. All right. So with that said, la 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 bamba, ba la 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 bamba, suck on my pito and lick me ball sack, and it's on a burrito with some tapatio and maybe some salsa. I don't know. La la bamba, ba la 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 bamba. And I want some hot dogs and maybe tamale. Won't you give me tequila? I don't know. All right. There you go. That's how it goes, right? I think that's a spot-on rendition of that song. Shady Davy D says, fuck my sticker. Do you want to send a super chat? Is there a super sticker chat? Sometimes people send those super stickers, but on my end in StreamYard, the sticker doesn't show up. So it just has the name and the amount attached, but it doesn't show the super sticker. So I have to go over to the watch page to even see what the super sticker that they picked out even is. You know, so a lot of times, like when someone does a super sticker, I thank them, but I don't even know what they sent me. Could be like a dragon giving me a thumbs up, or like some gay, some gay emoji. I don't even know. So people could be sending me any sort of super sticker, and I don't know what it is because it doesn't show up on my end. I have to go to the YouTube watch page just to even see it. Colin says, I can't do more. It said not completed, Jake. It's not letting you super chat. See, so they're not letting you super chat anymore. Colin P, are you serious? Are they like blocking you from super chatting? I have heard that a few times, that people have had trouble trying to send super chats. YouTube wouldn't let them, or it like censors their chat and it just comes through like as a donation with no message attached. So I have heard that. Please let me know if that's happening. It says Davey LaFleur says it won't happen. See? They're not letting people super chat. Oh, looks like they don't like me making money do what I'm doing here. See, they gotta put things in place to stop people from hooking me up. All right, well, check it out. In my description, I have my direct PayPal link. So anyone dying to donate, I do have my PayPal link. But the super chat system is set up so that I read your guys' messages. And so when I hear that somebody that now it's not working, people are having trouble. Gee, why would that be happening with the comedian who tells the truth? Oh, look, a guy who's been able to donate many times. He said he tried to send $5, and this is a guy who's donated plenty of times. So I don't think he forgot how or fucked up while he was doing it. So anyone who wants to blame a guy who's donated in the past, be like, oh, he just forgot how. See? Well, it looks like a few people's donations are coming in. Hunter Thompson says, I hold my beer. Okay, so at least Hunter Thompson's donation about his beer's coming in. That's good. Stephen Bowman says, my message has been deleted by YouTube saying edit it. You can't. Yeah, they aren't allowing people to say certain things. And you know what? I've switched over to my Goatus parody account. And people were saying, dude, every time I talk to you, my comments get deleted. So even when I used my Goatus parody channel account, which is talking about a completely different other topic, people are complaining that their comments to me and on that channel are now getting censored and deleted. So the censorship bot algorithm is like a black cloud hanging over my channel. And then when I go over to my other channels, like my Goatus parody channel, it's over there too. So people over on an entirely different channel are complaining of the same thing. See, so these guys are getting through with their chats, but then you have people saying, I just tried too. So, Oh, bro, I know I've been being watched for years. I've known that, but so according to their policies, if you disagree with what the news says and you say that what the news says is wrong and that an event was staged, simply you saying it was staged when the news has accounts of it being real means that you're disrespecting the supposed victims' families and the supposed victims' injuries. So by you saying it's staged, in this case me, that in YouTube's policies classifies as hate speech. Yeah. You're not allowed to say something staged because it hurts the supposed victim's feelings. So you have to believe everything on TV is real. And if you don't think something on TV is real, well, you're not allowed to say anything about it. Pretty much. Mainly it was because someone was reported to have died. If there wasn't a reported death, then possibly my videos wouldn't have went down because there wouldn't have been a supposed victim. See? It would have just been Trump getting supposedly shot in the ear. So I think it was because they said someone died, and I used the word staged, that's how they got you, or got me in this situation. And they've taken down a lot of videos. So they took down hundreds, maybe thousands of videos. So it wasn't just me. A ton of channels had their work taken out. But what does that tell you? That one. That one. Colin P. I can't do more. Says, okay, I got that one. think I'm all caught up. They can't stop the bull, brother. Hey, you know, it just shows me that this channel is right over the bullseye. Right? And of course, I get cocky and, you know, about being right. So when I tell you about something and then it happens, of course, you know, my ego takes off like, I told you so. But like, it's because I've been talking about this evil shit for so long and I see it popping off now more than ever, you know, look more fake looking than ever, looking more like pro wrestling than ever. And I've been screaming it at the top of my lungs for years. And so seeing Hulk Hogan use Trump Mania after I made it up, it's like, dude, I don't even know if I should even be shocked anymore. This is just how it's going to be, I guess. First Amendment says George Orwell was right, and yes, I ride with you. Appreciate the 15-second. Okay, so the fact that you were able to ride with me, calling you out there for being a Trump taint licker and all that stuff, bro. I apologize for putting you through that, but like, you have to put yourself in Jake the Asshole's shoes. When I read your comments, like I'm a real dude. I'm putting my real life's work into these live streams, and then when I read comments, when I think you're wrong about this or that or the other, it's like, well, how dare you? I'm not wrong, you know. And so I appreciate that you can put up with me calling you out online, and you're here donating. So I'm going to put you in the same category with Stephen Bowman now. First Amendment, true man, riding with me, accepting my criticism. Thank you very much, First Amendment. You're back in my good graces, bro. Yeah, I'm glad the donation was able to work for you just now. See, they could have kept you from donating and apologizing. All right. Now I'm glad there's no hard feelings because I went pretty hard. I went extremely hard, actually. So I'm glad you guys can, you know, be here to support my work. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. Oh, I went soft. Oh, wow. All right, dude, you don't want to piss me off and make me go hard for real now. Oh, I did? Oh, you want me to go hard for real now? Oh, I love my audience is the best. You guys, there's other channels that are so damn jealous of my audience. They wish like fuck they had as cool of an audience as me. This is just proof that my audience is the best. And that anybody talking shit about Jake the Asshole trying to bring me down and stop what I'm doing, it's because they're jealous of this awesome think tank and what we're doing here. Dance Dance Revolution, message not sent. Please edit and try again. Well, this one made it through. Thank you very much, Beef. You guys, Beef sent me a message. Dance Dance Revolution, message not sent. Please edit and try again. That's the message from Beef. Did you guys get it? Message not sent. All right. This is the best audience. Yes. You know why? Because this is the best channel. I think so. I'm the greatest comedian who ever lived, and you guys are the best audience that ever lived. So it like goes hand in hand. So it works perfectly. You guys greatest audience that there ever existed or will ever exist. Me, greatest comedian ever known or that will ever be known. It works perfectly that we are one. You like that? That's how I promote myself, since nobody else will. That's how I promote me. Stephen Bowman says, always much love. You should go off about the world flat. Oh, I go off about the earth being flat quite often. There'll be more of that to come soon. And in fact, as the bullshit final experiment ramps up in December, and then shillbags like Jeranism flip-flops to the globe, you'll hear me talking more about it. For sure. And because I forgot to do this at the beginning of the stream, I may as well do it now.
Was
What's up? What's up, everybody? Whew. Yeah, there's a couple dumb fucks who are screen recording me, and they're going to say that I discredited myself because I did that what's up. Yeah. You can't take anything that I said seriously tonight because I did that what's up. Right, Jason? Right, Ronnie? Couple of pulse smoking bitches? Show this to your audience, bitch. And that's to the guys who like to screen record me. A special treat for them. Five characters. Try 5 sextillion. I'm 5 sextillion people rolled up into one. Which is why I look like so many different people. No, I haven't pumped any iron. I totally don't work out. I'm just wearing a tank top. So maybe it looks like I've been working out. I don't know. No, I haven't. Lifting man-made weights is an incredibly much waste of time. Anyone who lifts man-made weights in order to get bigger is extremely, incredibly much a loser. If you want to live to be 200 years old, then of course you don't want to lift man-made weights, because lifting man-made weights will only stress your body, which will make you die sooner. Everyone knows this, of course. All right. But seriously, all right. Before I go, I just want to let you know my ear is healing quite wonderfully. All right. all of you who prayed for me. I want to thank you for all your prayers. The bad guys who shot me in my ear, they will not be successful. Hulk Hogan showed up to my convention and he gave me his endorsement and his blessing, which was quite wonderful. We incredibly much appreciate the support from Hulk Hogan. And of course, I'm going to be installing Trumptricity not only into Hulk Hogan's home, but into all your lovely homes. Very soon, you're no longer going to be running off of regular conventional electricity any longer. You're going to be running off of pure green, lean and mean Trumptricity. Far greener, superior, and greater than electricity in every fashion of the imagination. All right. And do you know who we're going to get to finance and pay for the whole shebang? Are you ready for this? China. China. Ching chong, ching ching chong, lick a ding ding dong. Me Chinese, me play joke, me go pee pee in your coat. Gong. All right. Let's see if they steal that one for next week. Did you guys have fun tonight? If you guys have had fun tonight, can you do me a favor? Smash that thumbs up button right now. It's very easy, very quick. Just do the old smashing of the thumbs up routine for your boy if you had fun tonight. Yeah, you watching. Get your ass over here and smash that thumbs up button, mister. It helps the algorithm to think that I'm a good guy doing good things. I guess. I don't know. If anything, it really pisses them off. It pisses the bad guys off when you like my work. When you show how much you love what I'm doing, it pisses the bad guys off even more. And I think it makes you an even better person. Yeah, I think that. I think if you hit the thumbs up button to my video, it makes you a better person. And you will agree. So do it. All right. There you go. And I do owe 10% to a First Amendment tonight, yes. You'll get your check very soon, bro. I promise. Thank you guys for watching. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the rest of your political theater. And I'll see you guys in the next video or the next live stream. All right? Have a great night. I love you guys, each and every one of you. Best audience who ever lived, times infinity. For life, times infinity. Love you, dudes. Love you, bros. Love you, sisters. I'm out. Peace. Later, bros. Bye. See ya. Okay, I'm going now. Bye. Oh, wait, but before I go, no!